Hey guys, it's me Simo Urahara, and while I was working on a video discussing Urahara's role in Core 4 and the strong possibility that we'll see a major focus on him, his past and the revelation of some of his secrets, suddenly Kubo made a significant announcement during one of the Club Outside episodes, which are radio style sessions where Kubo is invited and to talk about certain topics, and he revealed some exciting things. According to the available translations we have, Kubo mentioned his intention to reveal major details regarding both Urahara Kiski and the origins of Squad Zero. So, let's break down exactly what Kubo said and how it might impact both the upcoming Core and the Bleach manga. So according to Ichigo Taicho in his translation, Kubo wants to dive deeper into the history of Squad Zero and Urahara Kiski in the future. And Kubo said that he always intended to explore Urahara's past and the origins of Squad Zero, and that there's still a lot to say and to reveal in the Bleach world, which he plans to explore someday. And based on this initial translation, guys, Kubo is reaffirming something he mentioned a long time ago. His desire to uncover Urahara's past. He said this specifically before the Quincy arc as a manga, expressing his intention to reveal how Urahara met Irichi. And even after the manga's conclusion, during conversations with Narita, the author of Can't Fear Your Own Word, and Matsubara, the author of We Do Not Always Love You, Kubo told them the backstory of Urahara, and their reaction was shock. They even asked him to write that backstory as a manga one day. Of course, back then Matsubara and Narita probably didn't know that the anime would return, which is why they asked him in that way. And as I have always said, guys, their reaction proves how important Urahara's backstory is, and how it deserves to be presented in a more formal way, like the manga or anime, where everyone can witness it. And this is also why Kubo chose not to reveal Urahara's past in the manga. There simply wasn't enough time. As you know, guys, Urahara's fight with Asuke happened in volume 73, just one volume before the final one. That's why his fight with Asuke was short. Urahara activated his Bankai in one chapter, and by the start of the next, the fight was already over with Grimijo's intervention. And if we compare that, guys, to the fights like Kyoraku vs Lilibaro or Maya vs Bernida, we'll see that Kubo has chosen a specific pattern. In Kyoraku's fight, Nanao fought alongside him, and that's when Kubo revealed the truth about their relationship, and Kyoraku being her uncle and the haori he has always wore belonging to Nanao's mother. And it was also revealed that Nanao was from a family tied to the sacred swords Hakyoken, and so the fight included a flashback explaining their connection. And the same approach happened in Mayuri and Nemo's battle against Bernida. Kubo showed a flashback explaining Nemo's creation, her growth, and Mayuri's dream. So it would have made perfect sense for the same thing to happen with Urahara against Asuke, especially since Irichi was fighting alongside him. But it seems Kubo avoided inserting a flashback because it would have required several extra chapters, which he didn't have. So if time and health weren't limiting factors, we would have likely seen a more extended fight where Urahara's past was revealed. That's why, guys, in Core 3, you will notice that Kubo allowed the studio to adapt even the initial fight between Asuke and Irichi in the early stages of Haschfeld vs Uryu, to leave enough space for Urahara's upcoming focus. And so it seems very likely that in Core 4 we'll finally learn about Urahara's past. And considering Kubo has mentioned his desire to reveal it 3 times now, it feels like something really major is indeed being planned for this character's backstory. And for me, guys, even if Kubo hadn't made this statement about Urahara Kiski, I was already confident that revealing Urahara's past was only a matter of time. As I mentioned before, Kubo has talked about this topic several times. He clearly intends to explore this side of Urahara Kiski, so it will happen eventually. However, the surprising part for me was his mention of Squad Zero. I hope the translation is accurate because personally I had already lost hope that Kubo would go back to the topic of Squad Zero. After all, he already did a great job explaining and expanding their battle against the elite guards, improving what was shown in the manga, and we have seen the Bankai of Shinjimaru. So I said maybe that was the limit of what Kubo can do in the anime. Though I have said it many times before, there needs to be a backstory for Squad Zero. Not every member, but at least for key figures like Ichibi, Kirinji, and Shinjimaru. But I'm still not sure what Kubo means exactly by the origins of Squad Zero. Does he mean the entire concept of Squad Zero and how it was formed? Since, for example, we got a flashback explain how the Gote 13 was founded, even if not fully detailed, but at least we know Yamamoto created the squad 1000 years ago, consisting of 13 original members. But when it comes to Squad Zero, guys, we know very little about them, about its background and structure. For example, how did the promotion system to Squad Zero work before the formation of the Gote 13? Who were the original members back then? Was it just Ichibi, Nimaya, and Shinjimaru, or were there others? Question here, guys, is how can Kubo explore Squad Zero when their battles have already concluded? Because if we speak about Urahara Kiski, we still have a fight of him against Asuke Naknovar, and there he can show us the flashback of Urahara Kiski. But what about Squad Zero? Will they return in Core 4, or is Kubo referring to revealing their secrets in the Hell Arc? On that note, guys, I want to mention something important. Kubo's recent statement about there being many untold things in the Bleach universe and his intention to explore them one day is a clear sign now that he plans to continue Bleach as a manga, especially since all the conditions for his return are perfect. The anime has returned, the series' popularity is strong, the manga release format no longer needs to be weekly, he can draw it whenever he wants, so now he have many things he didn't have before. And Kubo's recent words suggest that Bleach still has a lot to say, a lot of untold stories. And he is clearly holding onto several secrets. Many of the questions fans have asked have been met with Kubo's response, these are secrets, and I'll reveal it someday. And so now it's clear that Kubo will reveal a lot of things in Core 4, like Urahara's past and other things, and maybe we can see also some things about Squad Zero in Core 4. And also there is the manga. Kubo eventually will go back and produce new chapters for this arc, the Hell Arc, and we'll see a lot of things that Kubo didn't mention in the manga, the novels, and even the anime. And then, guys, what do you think about Kubo's recent statement about Urahara's past? Can we see it this time in the anime or in the manga? Tell me guys your opinions in the comments, and see you guys in my next video.